Sugarfoot, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. You're enjoying your day, you've been enjoying your week, and you are ready to get into another conversation about living alone and being single. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ashley. This is From Head to Curve, a plus size community where I create plus size fashion and lifestyle videos for you guys to enjoy, and we keep it connected over here in the comments. So definitely subscribe if you're into this kind of content. I would love to keep you here. And if you like this video, before we get into it, please give this video a thumbs up, girl, because one, it helps me know what kind of videos you guys like to see, and two, it helps YouTube know the same thing, and then they'll push more of my content to you guys and other people that you know will enjoy the same thing. So that's all we talk about in the intro, girl. Let's go ahead and get into today's topic. It's a quick little update on your girl. I have been single for a minute. It's been a minute. I've been single for a while, but I also have been putting myself out there a little bit, getting ready to date and learning more about myself and enjoying my space and just really trying to become the woman that I feel that God has created me to be. Looking in and out, having an open heart about imperfections, willingness to change those imperfections, and really taking advantage of this time that God has given me to be able to just be by myself, be a little selfish, but at the same time be able to give back, serve, and do the things in which he put me on this earth to do without distraction. So yes, I've been single for a while. Right off the bat, I don't know how many years, but girl, it's been a minute. Also, I have been living by myself for 3 years. I graduated from college in 2012, and so I lived with my mom for 6 years, a little over 6 years, and then moved into my first place and home, Lay Ashley Morgan's house. I just put that in there on the spot. That's really not the name. I need to come up with a better name. But I've been in my home for 3 years by myself. I've had company here and there, but no one lives with me. It's all me. So the purpose of this video, because I do get comments here and there. No one asked for this. I'm not gonna act like somebody asked for this. Nobody asked for this video. I just thought this would be great content to open up the discussion about living alone and being single while doing so. And I think this is just an awesome video to do that not a lot of young women, especially young Black women, really talk about. So I think this is a perfect space for us to kind of open up that conversation. Maybe you have that same conversation with your nieces, your daughters, your cousins, your sisters, whomever else that needs to see this and is kind of questioning whether they should have this time alone. I really want to talk about that on this channel. So let's go ahead and get into the pros, because honey, I got a lot of pros on here for y'all. Okay, y'all are gonna see me go back and forth to my phone because I put some notes on here. I wanted to make sure this is a really constructive, positive, informative conversation for all of us, and I wanted to make sure I had my bullet points, girl, because I be on here like I have to make sure I had all of my points, because I want to come to y'all right. I'm not just trying to come up here. I want to come to y'all right. Okay, so the first things we're going to talk about are the pros, because I am pro living alone and having that time to yourself, especially while you're single. So let's go ahead and get into those pros. So the very first pro that I have is that you have your own space. You get to run your home exactly how you want to run it. No one can debate with you on how that should be, because you're developing, you're learning yourself, you're knowing what's right for you. Your space is your space. Like, you're paying the rent, you're paying the mortgage. Everything that is in that house is yours. It's your responsibility. So you get to run it how you want to run it. And then that lets you know, how do I want a house to be ran? Like, I didn't, like, I had an idea how I wanted a house to be ran when I lived with a roommate in college, but like overall, when I got into my own space and I was able to like find the things that I like to do, really, I had a yard, girl, like I got a car, like I have my own things. I really got a chance to navigate what that looks like when it comes to running those things in my life, when it comes to having a life outside of my home, as well with how I have time to myself, and how me running my home, running my bills, running the assets that God has blessed me to have, how does it look in my entire life? Like, how does it fit? Do I find myself spending a lot of time running my home and not a lot of time living? Or do I find myself running into problems doing certain things because I just don't enjoy doing them. From there, like, you know, how am I gonna run my house from there? Like, am I gonna be the sole cook? Am I gonna be the sole cleaner? Am I going to be the person that does all the organizing, or am I going to hire someone to help me organize because I may not have the vision for that? Insert Justine the Bean. All of my people that are already here, y'all know who Bean is. She really loves to organize. I personally like to see things organized, but that's not my ministry. The putting it there, I don't think that's me. I will keep it there. Like, give me a place to put it, I'll put it there. But yeah, as you're running your home, as you're living by yourself, you really get a chance to navigate what running a home looks like. And before you even get into living with someone else, especially a romantic partner, or spouse or whatever, kind of understand like why you like your space the way you like it. Like, does it make you feel a certain way? Does it give you more energy to wake up to a clean, organized home? Are you not a neat freak, but you're a person that really likes things to kind of be in their place? Like, I'm a person, I don't mind my home looking lived in, but I don't want my home being dirty. So like, but I also don't have time to clean it from head to toe all the time because I'm doing other things and I would rather live my life. So then I will outsource the cleaning portion to my cleaning lady, Maria. Like, she'll help me with that part, you know? So all of those things you'll get to learn when you're in your space. I think that is very important, kind of understanding how you want your home to feel, because that is your place of peace. It is the place you go to when this world is in chaos. Another big plus is only having to cook for yourself. I don't really hear people talk about this a lot. I really loved the time that I got to bond with my mom and spend with her for those 6 years, and us really kind of have more of a friendship outside of just the parenthood that she has when, you know, she thinks of me, her daughter. We actually built a friendship. So that was a beautiful thing. But me and her have two totally different I don't want to say appetites, but when I was living with her, I was trying to pull my weight. So there are some things that I took off of her plate as far as bills. And then I also did most of the cooking at the house. I don't want to say all of it, but most of the time I was trying to cook for us throughout the week. But you know, it's hard to kind of keep up with two different types of taste buds or appetites or whatever one person can or cannot eat, like diets. It's hard to kind of keep up with that when it's, you know, you're doing the sole or most of the cooking in the house. Love you, Mom. But yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with that. So when you're living alone and you get a chance to kind of develop your taste buds, kind of try different things, do your own cooking, try different recipes. Like, I was with Blue Apron for a little bit. I was like, I want to, you know, try these different seasonings, different vegetables that I may not have ever tried or whatever, to kind of see more of the things that I would like, more of the things that are in this world that I would enjoy. Like, it feels good to have that time to just cook and it not be a burden to try to separate it into two types of, I don't want to use the word burden, but a challenge to try to separate it into two types of things where one person may have a different diet than yours. So yeah, it's more easy in that way to feed yourself. Not gonna lie, that's a cute little plus. One thing that I talk about all the time in all of my vlogs, I say a lot of my vlogs, is having a place of peace, having quiet time. And the biggest plus of all the pluses to me is your home being your place of peace. You have a space where you can come and be quiet and just kind of separate yourself, and it is yours. Like, on top of the first pro of being able to run your home the way you want, you also have the ability to come in and your home be peaceful and you feel good in it. And when people walk in it, they feel welcomed, or when they walk in it, they feel relaxed and enjoying it, like your space with you, and it just feels good. My home is quiet because I don't have any kids. I do have my family over quite often. We switch on Sundays and stuff, but I also made it a point to make my home relaxing, because I want, in any busy days of me going out and about outside of the house or going over to events or going to a family function or something like that, when I come home, I want to be able to feel like, whew, I walk in the house, It feels good. It's cool in the house. It's pretty clear. Pretty clear because like sometimes I have packages at the front that I just cannot stand opening packages. I don't know what it is about a package. Love getting them. Can't stand opening them. But yeah, it's, you know, it's clear. It's cool. It's pretty clean. It feels good. I have blankets everywhere. I got oversized furniture. So when I come in, my home screams take a nap. Which honestly, the next home I get, I'm gonna probably have to change up the decor or something because I can't be sleepy all day. It depends on how long I'm in this home and whether I will change the decor or not in that. But that's what I wanted, and it feels good when I walk in. And when I have company, it's honestly hard for them to leave because the home is so peaceful. I pray over it so much. I thank God for it. He blessed me with it. I just want people to come in here and feel very relaxed. And I also want to feel that way in my own home. So all the chaos that's out in the world, you come home, you have a place of peace and quiet, separate from anyone else that you own or rent or whatever, that it's yours. It's your baby. Here is such a good pro that not a lot of people or the world doesn't push women focusing on themselves, getting to know themselves separate from trying to start a family and trying to get married and start a family. Example, I was at my mom's house. She loves having events. She had a little girls' night. I say little girl, my bad. Sorry, mama. She had a girls' night in kind of party where we were all outside around her fire pit and we were just enjoying time talking with each other. It was, I want to say 5 more grown women. I want to say maybe in their 50s and up. And me and my cousin at the time, I want to say we were like 29, 30, you know, that was our age. And we were able to talk with them, with the women at the party, my mom, cousins, aunt, and just have an open discussion with them. And the one question I asked them was, if you could change anything in your life of the decisions you made or something that happened, what would you change? Every single woman 50 and up said they would wait before they got married and started families because they did not have the time that me and my cousin have to just be alone, just enjoy themselves, grow in their own self, find out what they like, what they don't like, spend time alone, and do whatever it is that they needed in that period of time while being alone and single. Every single woman. It was at least 5 of them. I want to say 6, but it was at least 5. Every single woman, 100%. And I feel like I've been very blessed to have that time. I know I'm 32. I'm not married. I don't have prospects. I don't have any kids. It's not for the lack of trying. It's just, you know, that's just not where I am right now. But to have this space to be able to, 1, grow the business God has blessed me to have. 2, focus on being more healthy and enjoying the body that God has blessed me to have. Grow in my relationships that I already have, my friendships and with my family, as well as how I treat other people, the thoughts that I have, the comfort zones that I've allowed myself to get into, breaking those barriers and working through that in like therapy or anything like that. Like, I have freedom with less distraction to be able to focus on me. That is a blessing. Husbands and family and starting family, children, they are all a blessing. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying one over the other, but I do feel that this piece of your life is not shined on as much as women getting married, starting families, and having those times where they are catering to other people. All women need to have the time so that we can like focus on who we are, grow in who that is, improve that person, so that when we serve and when we cater and pour into other people, it's not draining us of who we are. It's not pulling so much from us because we haven't been able to instill in us, or we haven't been able to pour and grow in our own selves. So all that to say, honey, don't run from that space. Yes, some people may not like being alone. I get it. Because loneliness is lonely. It's like not cute all the time. But just don't run from the space. Don't rush your life to start family and be in a relationship when you have so many other things that you can build and enjoy and have fun in while you're single. One big portion of that, which brings us into our next pro, is being able to focus solely on you and get counseling and therapy and whatever that struggle may be in your life. And it doesn't have to be a struggle. Like, sometimes you can get counseling on some good stuff. Sometimes in your counseling sessions, it can be a little bit of shining the light on the things that you can pat yourself on the back for because you've been doing good. Like, counseling is not like dreary, everybody's depressed. Like, I'm not depressed, and I'm about to get back into counseling. I'm back into therapy. I was in counseling, felt everything was good, and I was like, think I can do some more work. So let's go ahead and get back into therapy. I'll definitely be calling BetterHelp and getting back into like a therapy session. And I see comfort zones that I have allowed myself to get into. And so I want to challenge those comfort zones, because God, you know, I don't want him to have any walls that he have to break, that he has to push me through in order for them to break down, because I wasn't willing enough to be open and see the things that I need to work on and take action in moving into working in those areas, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, everything. So this is the perfect time to like solo work on yourself through counseling and therapy. Like, I really, really believe in that. I have been someone that has tried to commit suicide because I was not able to control my thoughts. And being alone is very important when you're trying to have mental stability. Learning how to control those negative thoughts, not allowing them to come in and control what you do, how you feel, the accomplishments that you've made, like make you feel like you're running behind, make you feel like you're slow or you're not worth anything or nobody cares about you. Like, all of those thoughts are gonna come. Everybody deals with them, but it'll be easier for you to combat those thoughts if you have time to yourself to be able to learn how to remove negative thought and replace with positive thought. And I love that I've gotten to the point that that is much easier for me. When it was hard, it was hard. But that dark space that I had to go through in order to grow through it, it was necessary. And I can help teach my nieces that. I can help talk to my nephew about that. I can talk to my children about that if I'm blessed with them. I can talk to anyone else that I come across with. I can talk about that with you guys on this camera. And maybe if you didn't have someone in your life that talked about it, you know, you're able to hear it from me. But, you know, all of that was, I was supposed to go through all of that to be able to get to a point where I have mental peace. And being alone is not a curse. It's not, being single is not a weapon, you know. It's not detrimental to your life, you know. It's a positive thing. You can look at it positively. So let's go to our last pro. All in that, while you're improving yourself through counseling and therapy, you can improve your relationships. I have seen things in me. I'm not a rude person. I'm actually very kind. I used to be a very much people pleaser. I've seen things in me when it comes to relationships that I would not have been able to focus on had I been clouded with trying to build just a romantic relationship. You know, when you're in a romantic relationship, it's like a lot of the times it's a lot of what you focus on. But when you are single, you have the ability to look at all relationships, not just romantic. How you are dealing with your waitress and waiter, or how you're dealing with your cousins and your best friend, or your associates, or your family, or your distant family. Like, how are you with all of them? And then that can kind of change the person that you are to be someone that actually cares about what others are going through, and it's not always about you all the time. Like, I'm saying that to you. I have to say that to me. I am a huge out of sight, out of mind person. And honestly, a lot of the time it's like a certain niche of people that stays in rotation in my mind. But I don't think that's fair to the people that I can be helping in this moment, when he's blessed me to be in a very good space. When God has blessed me to be in a very good space, I don't want him to only the circle that's in my mind to only reap the benefit of the blessings that he's given to me. I want to be able to, you know, be there for any and everyone that Not all the time. Now you're not about to run me ragged. That's just on period. You're not about to run me ragged. But be there for more people and be more helpful to his children and my family and my friends. So that is all of the pros. Let's go ahead and go to the cons real quick. And here's what I think is the biggest con. All financial responsibilities of your home and your your place of peace and your space, all of that falls on you. Every bit of it, honey. Ain't no way to get around it. And you probably, if you out here getting sugar daddies, it's fine. You do what you do. But if you really want to take advantage of that space of being alone, everything falls on you. I hope you can hear me. And like all of the responsibilities fall on you. And the best thing to do to combat that pressure is to be prepared. If you really are itching to get into your own space, but you look at your bank account and it's like you only got this amount of money, and you know if anything happened, it's a wrap. Take your time, build your savings, build your if you want to start investing before you leave your whomever it is you're living with, you can do that. But build your emergency fund so that if anything happens, it doesn't have to come out of your personal money. Like you have a little stash over here that if something happens to your alternator in your car, is it alternator or alternator? Girl, something high in your car and it costs $1,200, you can pay that $1,200 and you don't have to take that hit on your personal checking account where it has you living paycheck to paycheck or having to ask for money or having to like go get out a quick loan or something like that. Like you're able to just pay that off and move on, and you still got a little cushion for any other rainy day. Like that brings so much peace to your mind and to your wallet, to your heart, to your spirit, girl. Like it takes all of the worry away when you are in a better financial position before you put on the burden of living alone, taking care of all the bills, making sure everything is clean, making sure you have a way to and from work if you're not working from home. Like all of that is like very heavy if you are living paycheck to paycheck, and it's like any little thing can come and knock you down. It's very heavy. So try to do the work in finding a position that will pay you more. Live below your means, but get something that's gonna pay you more so that you can stack quickly, and then go to the lifestyle that you've been wanting to live on your own. So don't rush out there to where you gonna mess around, get knocked down, and you're gonna have to be living with someone out of, I couldn't afford to live by myself. So take your time, sis. The next con is lonely days and lonely nights. Like, I don't think there's a way to get around that either, sis. It's like I have them. I like now have them more frequently. We're about to get into winter. This is cuddle season. The like clouds are cloudsing. Like it's just the sun ain't now popping like it was before. At least these last couple of weeks here in Houston, it's been raining a lot. Like this is good. I'm at the home with somebody I love and care about weather. Like it's just that, but I'm not trying to rush into none of that because just because the weather's changing. I'm not doing that, or just because I'm having a temporary lonely episode. And honestly, it literally is episodes with me. I can go maybe 48 hours being lonely and I'm straight. Like that's just me. But some people, it kind of pushes them into a discomfort or into a depression. Then try to find ways to combat that, or not combat. I keep saying combat because I don't think of any other words. I'm good with numbers. I'm not good with words. Try to find like something to help you kind of deal with those lonely spells. So if you feel like you're getting lonely, or you feel like you get lonely often, like schedule often get-togethers with cousins or family or your best friend or something like that, that will allow you to have that time to kind of get that off of you. Maybe tell them what you're going through. If you're in therapy, talk about that. Go to events out with people or meet new people. If you want to like go to like a theater show, or you want to go to the range, or you want to go to the park, or they have like activity events and stuff, or parks at in your neighborhood or in your city, then kind of sign up for those things so that you can kind of get out of the lonely spell and you're not spending all of your alone time sitting and pitying the fact that you're alone. So yeah, like I personally can be lonely for 24 hours or 48 hours and then be sitting in the chair watching like a show and I'm straight. Like that's it. Or like go out with my best friend or something, or, you know, go hang with my family and I'm cool, you know. But whatever your thing is, find your thing. When you are living alone, be aware of the comfort zone. Bars. Bars. I was not trying to rhyme on that. But anyway, yes, it's very easy to, I'm kind of gonna combine the last three because they all kind of go hand in hand. It's very easy to, next con point, get stuck in your ways. And that is a part of like your comfort zone. Like whatever you've found this routine. Like remember earlier I was saying like this is your space, girl. This is your, like this is your house. You rent this, or this is your mortgage, whatever, girl. This is your place. This is all you. You can do what you want. Like I said that earlier, but then at the same time, this is all you. You can do what you want. You create your own spaces. You're creating your own routines, and easily you can get caught in the what is it, hamster wheel of your comfort zone. And it's cool there. It feels good there. It's like amazing, but girl, don't nobody grow there. Nobody is challenged there. Nobody you're not serving there. You're not being of use in your comfort zone. So don't like get stuck in your own ways. I'm telling you, I'm also telling me. I tell me this. I am like, I could be an old lady. It's like, I have my tea, I have my bare footies, I have my deep-seated chair, I have my TV, I am straight. Like, I can be that. But, you know, I have to get myself out of that too. So I'm not saying anything. I am not learning as well. Girl, like I said, I deal with numbers. Give me some grace. So yeah, like kind of put yourself in situations that will allow you to still grow, be of service, still have time with other people outside of your home, still enjoy things outside of your home. If you love to travel, do that. If you love to have events, you can do that. You love to go on events, you love to throw events, like all of the different things. You love to drive and just spend time in a certain area. You can get a staycation somewhere else. Like it doesn't have to be a big dramatic thing, but there's like other things that you can do to kind of mix up your routine. And it really allows you to feel refreshed when you come back to your routine that keeps you going, and back to your space. It allows you to feel like, okay, let's get back to it. You know, it's not that mundane all the time. Like you're feeling unmotivated. You're feeling like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Like, you know, you're just feeling kind of ugh. That it's kind of probably time to switch some things up. Like you may not need to switch your whole routine up, but you may need to like go on a quick trip, or like change where you work, or, you know, do something that kind of brings you out of your comfort space, which is your home. And the last con, the being stuck in your ways, like this again goes with the comfort zone. It could be very easy to like avoid being around people and doing any work regarding personal growth, like counseling or going to the gym or cooking at home, or maybe doing some work around the house because it's been kind of cluttered and you've been feeling a little antsy. You know, all of that personal growth and work that kind of makes you feel good. You're like, I'm fine, you know, or you just don't want to be around people because you just no longer care. It can be easy to get in that if you're someone that is indifferent. If you thrive with people, that I don't see you honestly having this issue, but I'm someone that can very easily be indifferent. I like being around people, but then I love being by myself. So which one am I gonna do today? You know, it's usually like most of by myself. Like it's usually that. And like I said, I have to work on that as well because I can be a very indifferent person. And these are things that I learned about myself through quiet time, reflecting, asking questions, being aware of what I'm doing and how I am with other people, and what I'm feeling or what I'm thinking when I'm around other people. Like it's helped me to come to those terms like, this is something I don't like about myself. I need to talk to someone about this and see how I can go about changing that. So yeah, don't get caught in those little 3 things that can like really feed that comfort zone and prevent you, just change you into being a total hermit, and you'll be okay. All right, y'all, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were in the background like, huh, or yes, or girl, you are tripping. Let me talk to you about this in the comments. If so, come to the comments and let's have a full conversation. I definitely wanted this to be an open discussion, so please do not hesitate to comment your thoughts or any additional pros and cons that you feel couldn't be voiced about being single and living alone while you're single. I really enjoyed making this video for you guys. I'm so glad I got a chance to record it again, because the first time I recorded it, the quality was trash. But this time is a much better video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, and I will talk to you guys in the comments. So I'll see you guys there. Bye.